Hi everyone, this is Cindy. I am working on Christmas journals, except for the fact that I can't find the cover I was going to work on. It's been in this room for weeks. I go to use it, I can't find it. I've looked everywhere for it. I know it's hidden in plain sight. So anyway, I need to clean up in here a little bit anyway. So I decided, since the November Dollar Store Christmas Junk Journal Challenge was over, and here was my journal, I thought I would just work on it a little bit more while I'm cleaning. And also, I was uploading a video, so that ties up my phone. So anyway, if you watched the other videos, you know this was pretty plain because we were limited on what we could use. Oops, sorry. And I missed most of the challenges where we got to add items to it. So anyway, here's, I had the basic one, so I added some things to it. I added some velvet ribbon with some gold bling on it. And then I found this strip of elastic sequined, red sequin that I'd use for a ladybug journal I was doing for Artsology, so that, that'd be a cute closure for this. I think at one time I tried using the fur from the Santa hat thing, but it's not elastic, so it didn't work too well. So anyway, here's this. And I decided, originally I just was good, this was good enough for the spine, but something I had made before I started this challenge, just one day sitting here, I made a snippet of sorts. I'm not going to say it's a great one, but I just had this red bias tape. I folded it out and ironed it so it was wider. And I think it's called bias tape. Then I just have my little snippet jar of, or not jar, it's a basket of laces and things, and just pulled out things that were kind of Christmassy and just started sewing. So anyway, that's the snippet. So I decided I'm going to put a piece of it on this spine, and I think it will really kind of dress up this journal. So that's what I'm going to do, but I waited for you guys so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard because I've got these tabs and I don't want to bend them, so I was kind of experimenting with what I could do, but I just decided it's just best to be kind of delicate. I tried all sorts of ways to kind of stand it up, but anything I was doing was spreading out that spine too much, and I don't want it spread out because I don't want it to affect how the glue goes on. So anyway, I'm sure all of this, so sorry, is way off camera. There we go. Gosh, I'm not sure, I'm sorry, everything is off camera. I just stuck my phone in the tripod. I didn't even look. Just trying to get back in the swing of things. Haven't really been doing anything for 3 weeks, and it just takes a bit, especially since you can't find your cover. But I got plenty of other things I can work on, so I'm going to sit down and put glue on this, and then we'll try to get it on that spine. And let's see, something I probably need to address is this fold in the bias tape, so I need to glue that down first, or it will eventually come unfolded. And might mess up the snippet, so I'm just going to run some glue under it. And I don't have to be real neat because I'm going to be gluing this back to the spine. I decided one of the things I wanted to do was, I have several tubs of Christmas stuff, and I just wanted to put them around my desk and just grab something out of the tub and then have to do something with it. Either it would work on a page, or it would make an embellishment, or it could be a page, or just whatever, and just kind of do a journal that way. So that's why this cover, I need this cover because it works good for a journal like that. It's just kind of I think the book cover is actually gray, and then I've got some red and cream colored fabric on the spine. And that's about it. So it's real neutral, so I think it could be a bunch of different things could work with it. So maybe as I clean up, I'll find it. I'm thinking I must have taken it to another room to do something with, and I can't find it. So it could be on some shelves in another room. So I'll go check in a bit, see if I can find it. But meanwhile, we'll get this glued on. So lots of Fabri-Tac. And I had decided I was going to keep this journal because, it's not, I don't know, it just wasn't much. I didn't think it was, it's kind of boring, I guess you would say. But now that I've kind of blinged it up a little, I might go ahead and sell it. I'm just going to sell it, if I do sell it, as a blank journal. There's not
a lot of embellishment to it, and it's definitely got lots of pages where you can write, do a list, and lots of pockets in it too. So anyway, okay, there's the snippet on the spine, and I don't think I damaged these too much. So, yep, and I don't think I've added a lot to it since the challenge was over. I did do a paper clip. I made a paper clip out of one of those circles that we got to cut for the first challenge. Mini challenge, I actually finished it. So it's all these little circle punches. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to make another paper clip. I had this, so you can see what it's like here. Kind of chaos. I found another one of these sack ends. I thought I'd make another pocket out of that. And I found one of these. I'm looking for my scissors. It was the top of packaging. It says the Christmas house. So I thought I'd use that on a paper clip. Yep, here's some scissors. So I started to cut it out but never finished. And let's just take off that where it talks about the size of it. This is all trash. Somewhere down there. Okay. Looking for the paper clip. Also, I've been going through jewelry. There's some. My daughter brought me that back when she was on a little school trip. She's in 6th grade, so I'm keeping that. This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to make a paper clip out of this Santa. So let me get a paper clip. Well, okay. There's my paper clip, and I'm just going to use some of this leftover. There was a book page that I glued wrapping paper on and tissue paper just for decorations for this journal. It's probably too big. No, it's not. It'll work. Work on that. So nothing earth-shattering, just gonna kind of work here. I thought I'd turn the camera on, get used to it being back on. I just uploaded a video where my daughter and I are opening some Happy Mail from Robin, and we were trying to do it in her room, away from all the company that was in the house. And so we were in her room doing it, so we didn't have a tripod in there, and I was holding the camera, and she was trying to open the box with just a dull pair of scissors. So we got it open finally, and I really appreciate Robin sending that Happy Mail. It came at a really good time. So that video, I think, will be right below this one probably. Okay, there is another paper clip. Find a place to put it. I think I put the other one, like I had these pages made out of, I've said several times, the Declaration of Independence. I used it to be kind of like pretend vintage paper, so that'll help dress that up a little bit. And then let's see this. This was the bottom of a sack. And I use these sacks for pages. I use them for belly bands. I use them for the center of the signature. So anyway, the ends that I didn't use, I thought, with a little bit of something to cover up this slit there, it could be a pocket because it's nice and thick. So first thing you have to do is glue all this down. So my pepper tack has been sitting around for several weeks without the lid, so it's kind of slow going, but it actually is kind of nice because it's not blooping out at me. So anyway, I'm probably off camera again. Sitting down and I can't see it. So here we go. And glue these down. Oh, this is just like, don't let any paper go to waste. You got to use it for something. Especially if it's got decorations on it like this. Okay, now here's the lace I used for that challenge. It's just that Dollar Tree lace. So I'm just going to glue a piece of that over that opening. And kind of seals it off decorates it. Makes it more than just a sack bottom. And then now, figure out where to put it in here. This thing's getting a little chunky, I tell you. So there's where I use the sacks as a book page. The spine, the gussety sides that were left over, I just folded and made into little tags. Here's one of the pockets I made just like that one. Different lace on it. So, let's see. Put it on this. So you can see there's where it says the Bill of Rights. So this journal has lots of pockets and then lots of blank pages to write on. So I figured it's good for your Christmas to-do list and your gift list and everything like that. So I'm probably going to put this for sale on my Etsy, and I already have a flip through, but it's, you know, it's not up to date now because I've added some things to it. So I don't think I have blank paper on the back, yeah. So I don't know if I'll redo the video or not, but if anyone's interested, it'd be in my Etsy shop, so I'll have it listed below. And this scenario here reminds me of something I've got working on outside, and I'm not going to tell you about it yet, except those scissors is kind of a hint. So anyway, here's that. I just said I was going to make a paper clip out of it, so let me find a little paper clip. There's one right there. We'll just keep using this scrap of paper. It's too big. Yep, that'll fit. So I got glue on my fingers. You know, I wake up in the middle of the night and I rub my hands, and I think glue still comes off of them. Oops, something fell. I'm thinking about rearranging my room again. And the reason is because we were probably going to try to sell our house. We've been talking about it for several years. Finally got serious about the last few months, and then after the events of last month, decided we really have to get it ready to put on the market. So the room I'm in, I don't need it to look like a junk heap room. I'm right in front of a really pretty bay window seat, except the seat is behind me. That's what my tripod is on. So it really, if I was to show this house, it doesn't need to be hidden. So that means I got to rethink this whole room. Okay, makes a cute little paper clip just made out of some packaging. Okay, that's kind of all I had for now. I do know, I want to say one thing. I bought these labels at Dollar Tree, and I think it's because they're gold. I just don't really like them. I think it must be the color. But I decided they're kind of a neat base if I was to do like a cluster, or I think they're called clusters, where you just pile a bunch of stuff up. So I'm thinking about sticking these to some cardstock and just making some clusters. So I will probably put all of these in my, I have a basket, I have several actually, that I call it my to-do box or whatever. And it's what I work on at night while watching TV. So I'll put those in there, and then like all the basket that had all this little stuff, I'll just sit down with that and see what I can come up with and make some clusters with those. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to keep looking for that cover, trying to get some pages put in it so I can, my idea was kind of like what Gail's doing, where she does the collage altered book, except I didn't want to do an altered book because I've already done one of those. So I thought, I don't know why you can't do kind of like a collage, just regular journal. And every page doesn't have to be collaged, but this is going with my thoughts that I'm going to have my tub of Christmas stuff here. Going to grab something out of it, like this little fabric flip that's a 9-patch quilt. It's got Christmas fabric in it. Don't know where I got it. It's in something I got at Goodwill, I think. And like I would grab that out of the thing and say, all right, it's going to be a fabric flip on this page. So that sort of thing. So we're going to see. I'm going to find that cover, and I will get back with you guys when I do. So thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Cindy, and I'm working again on Christmas stuff. I still haven't found the cover I was looking for in the last video. I'm sure it's here somewhere, but meanwhile, I thought I've been wanting to play with these napkins because in this journal I made for the challenge in November, I did a pocket with this particular napkin, and I think it's really pretty with that napkin on there, and you can see the words behind it. So that I want to do some tags that way. So I thought I already have a bunch of these blank tags made up. I just take a book when I have a lot of book pages and put a blank piece of paper, you know, on the bottom, and then sandwich like 3 or 4 book pages here, and use a template and cut out a tag shape. And that way I use up a bunch of book pages. It gives it some thickness, and then it's just ready for whatever you need to do on it. So I'm going to put some napkins on it. So here's the piece I had left over from the other one. And this is the funniest feeling napkin. It almost feels like fabric or flannel or something. So anyway, I'm almost out of Mod Podge, so we'll see how far we get. And I'm going to show you these little things. My husband was in the hospital. He had pancreatitis, and he couldn't have anything, eat or drink, not even ice chips, for about a week. And fortunately, you know, it's painful. That's not the fortunate part, but the fortunate part is they give you pain medicine that knocks you out. So most of the time you don't know you're not eating or drinking for a week. But anyway, we could swab the inside of his mouth. So these were the little swabs they got us. And I used one on him, and he wasn't interested after that. So I thought, you know, it's a little foam thing. I'm just going to use it as a brush. So I just used one of them to put some gesso on the back of these round I want to use them as journaling cards. So anyway, I'm going to use it on this Mod Podge. We'll see how it works. And then you can just toss it when you're done. But anyway, I just wanted to stress, this was the new one. I just opened it. So anyway, even in the hospital, I was thinking about junk journals. I tell you, junk journals got me through sitting in the hospital for 12 days. I had my phone, and the room they put us in had a couch that folded out into a bed, and that's just where I hung out all day long. I sat on the couch, and at night, you know, I was on the bed, but there was an electrical outlet right there, so I could keep my phone plugged in, and I watched one YouTube video after another, and so it really kept my mind off of things and kept me from getting so bored. Even though it did make me want to get busy creating, just like everybody else was. But I'll tell you one thing, though. I guess it was their internet service, because it was just like the guest, you know, the hospital has a guest Wi-Fi. It blocked comments on YouTube, so I couldn't comment on anybody's videos or read any of the other comments. So anyway, that was kind of, I miss being able to do that. But okay, I really need to wait for that to dry before I tear it or cut it. Wasn't really thinking ahead, because now that whole napkin is tied up with that particular tag. But I've got this other napkin over here that's got the snowman on it, and somewhere in my pile of stuff over here is a water pen, if I can find it real quick. I've got things piled. Here it is. Yes. Now let's see if it's got any water in it. Guess I better decide what I want. Guess I want this. And I didn't take the backing off of this yet. Still in there. Come on. I've got tape around here somewhere too. I've got so much to do in my house that, oh, there's 2 layers. I know this is tedious to watch. There we go. I think that's 1 layer. There we go. Yay. But a whole lot to do, but sometimes you just have to stop and do something else. So that would be cute on there like that. So this is probably the longest I've ever gone without having my Christmas tree up after Thanksgiving or into December. We just haven't got it down yet. It's up in our attic, which
You know, you have to get the ladder, the fold-out ladder down and climb it up and shove everything down the ladder. So, yeah, that one's gonna be real cute. As a matter of fact, let's do another one like that, maybe. Let's take the backing off first. Okay. Now, let's see, we can do the exact same thing. If we can get the bird on there, he might be too wide. See, this one has lined paper on the back. I can get him on there. Anyway, I don't have anything brand new to show you. I'm just working, and maybe you guys can work along with me. I feel like I've been behind on journals this whole fall, and sure didn't get caught up in November. Then I thought, you know, why do I think I have to always be in a hurry? It's not like, I mean, I know there's some people that this is their livelihood, making journals and selling them, but it's just a hobby for me, and I sell them because if I don't, then they'll be all over my house. So why put pressure on myself that I've got to get something done? So I'm not going to do that. Now this is some from a, I don't know if it's from a different napkin or that same, well, it's from this one. Same snowman one, it's just this side here. So I'm gonna work on this piece, and this one doesn't have any design. I'm trying to, I hope I'm in frame because I put this mat so it'd be in frame. I'm gonna put it on this one. Now I gotta get the backings off. One. That's it, just one left on that one. Okay. I have another cover. Since I couldn't find that one, I thought, well, let me try. I've got, it's not like I have just one Christmas cover to work on, of course. So I'll show it to you in just a second. If I can find it. It could have got lost in the shuffle too. Okay. Stop that for a second. Let me see if I can find that other cover. It was right here. Yeah. Lid's falling off. Okay. This is from a book. It was from 1938, and you know why I bought it. It was for that great cover. And it's wonderfully worn, grungy, but it's not dirty. I cleaned it, so I'm just debating about that spine. I know it would work. I can reinforce it and it would stay. But will it make it wide enough? Do I want to? So I'm really thinking I might want a wider spine. So anyway, that's in the works, and I have a couple other Christmas books. I brought them in here. There they are. This one is just one of these. I know you've probably seen them as you've been looking through books, but my friend used to have a bunch of these. I love going through them, getting the ideas. So now I'm thinking, you know, junk journal. So love the cover, but it's large. And then this one is too, but this is not why I got it. I got it because it says The Forgotten Carols. Oops, there goes the book. It's got pictures, and then it's got the stories of the carols, I think. Somewhere back here, it's got the music. So anyway, I just thought there'd be some fun pages in journals. So I need to get going, don't I? Lots to do. but no hurries. No hurries at all. Just thought maybe I might have found that cover. Nope. Get up there. Okay, so I might as well do this whole napkin while I got all the stuff out. So I'm just going to keep working on this, and I'm going to turn the camera off, and I might attach it to another video. We'll see. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Bye. Hi everyone. I just thought I would show you real quick how these journaling cards and tags turned out that I put the napkins on. I did stitching around each one with red thread, and I think that just really finishes them off. Of course, any of these I could add more to as I feel like they need it. I think most of them have paper on the back so they can be journaling cards or tags. This one just definitely probably be a belly band. This banner, I just put the napkin on one side and then left this blank for now and then stitched all around it. I made a large tag. And then this one, just a little scrap of napkin, just kind of makes it. I like this one because it looks like it's got the bow tied on the tag. I probably will punch holes and add some sheer ribbon or something in these. So anyway, that's what they look like, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.